Morning guys, today we will do a simple C# data structure question. Let's check out the requirement of this question. Write a function with return true if the input char matches with one of the elements in a given string. Otherwise, return false. Example, the given string is Thanos and the input char is A, which exists in one of the elements in this given string. Will print true. If the input char is X, which does not exist in one of the elements in this given string, print false. You can do this using three approaches: for loop and if, combination of for loop and if. The second approach is to use the dot contain method, and the last approach is to use a LINQ dot any method. Okay, let's do using the first approach, which is the for each loop combination with the if conditional statement. So for this approach, the big O requirement is time complexity. For worst case will be O(n), which is linear, while the space complexity is O1. There is no extra space needed to solve this problem using this approach. So here I have a method which return a boolean, default to false, and accept one parameter. The one parameter, the type is char. I have also declare my given string to Thanos. Okay, here I have system.console.writeline to run the method, and the test char for the first time I test it, I'll use X, and then after that I'll change it to A. Okay, so if I were to run it, okay, it is false definitely because we haven't written the solution yet. Now let's close it and write the solution using for each. For each element in a given string, if element equal to the char input, if we match, then we return the true. And after this for each loop completed, and if this char input does not match with any of the element inside the given string, it will return a false. Let's try to run it. Okay, it is a false because the test char is an X, which does not exist in one of the elements inside this given string. But if we change this to A, run it again, you return true. Now let's try to solve this using another two more approaches. Usually in a data structure question, they will require you to solve the problem without using any built-in method like LINQ, LINQ. So the first solution will be the usual solutions that required by the interviewer. But it's also important for us to know the built-in solution, the built-in function to solve the same problem, which is the second approach and the third approach. So again, for this requirement, the time complexity is the same, as well as the space complexity. We don't really require additional space to solve this problem. So what we're gonna do here is that we're going to use the built-in dot contains, and we pass in the input, which is the char input. That's it. This is the solution using dot contains method. So here I'm gonna command the first approach and uncomment the second approach using string contains. Ctrl F5. Okay, true. Let's change it to X. False. So for the last approach, we're going to use a link. To use a link, first of all, we have to include this system.link. That's the first thing. So for this solution, the time complexity and space complexity is the same with the other two approaches. So here we can straight away type given string dot any this is the lambda arrow key if each of the element is equal to the char input, then it will return a true. If none of the element matches with the char input, it will return a false. Let's test it out. Of course, the better way to test the method is to use a proper unit testing library. Here, just to simplify things, I didn't really show any automated testing library like NUnit or XUnit. So let's run it. Okay, X will be false. Change it to A. We return true. Lastly, you can reduce the code further by using expression body definition. An expression body definition has the following general syntax. Where expression is a valid expression. So we can remove the curly braces and replace it with the lambda operator. So we can do the same for the second method. Remove the curly braces and the return keyword, replace it with the lambda operator. Right, that's all for now. Thanks for watching and have a nice day.